Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and I'm back with a second layout today for Simple Stories. I'm using the Simple Vintage Weathered Garden collection, which is really pretty prints and florals and kind of muted colours and perfect for kind of outdoorsy, autumny type photos or hazy sunshine, that kind of thing. So I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this layout. I've pulled out a gingham print, which is, I love gingham, so that was a clear winner for the background. I've trimmed it down to about 11¼ inches. I'm distressing the edges and I'm sticking that onto a piece of black paper. Now this paper is from the black paper, is from the Simple Vintage Basics 12x12 kit. So that's what I've done there. Yeah, that is, I'm now just going to stick those together. I've distressed the edges, push them up a little bit, and I'm going to add some stitching around the outside of that edge as well, but haven't done that at this point. So I'm going to add that later. So I've got my photo already in a frame, which I did earlier, and I've got 2 journaling cards from the cut apart sheet. Now I've got a really long one with it's a kind of a long journaling spot, and then I have another one which is actually just a strip of several journaling cards still remaining together, but I've used the reverse side of the paper. So it's kind of like a yellowy gold mustardy colour with stripes on. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to spend a bit of time now fussy cutting out some flowers. So one of the papers has these amazing blooms all over it. So I've just spent some time off camera cutting those out. I have cut some large ones and then there's some small ones as well. And I'm aiming to go for kind of like a diagonal design here. So I have my photo in a square frame. That's one of the chipboard frames from the Simple Vintage Weathered Garden collection. And I'm planning to have sprays of flowers in the top left corner and the bottom right corner. I just need to arrange my photo onto my layout with those 2 journaling cards in the background. And then I can start adding the florals and getting everything stuck down. So what I didn't want to do was arrange the whole lot in place and then have to take the whole layout apart again in order to start sticking it down. So I just figured I know where those 2 journaling cards are going. I know where my photo is going. So I can add those elements and get all those stuck in place. And then I can start adding the flowers. And then I won't have to take it all apart again to put it back together. So that's what I did. I was just confident and made decisions and went for it. This layout came together super quick, so it's always nice when that happens. It just makes the creative process so lovely and easy, and that's what I love about Simple Stories collections, is they go together so well. There's no random things in them, and it just all works together so well, and it really does make creating an absolute pleasure. So I've got my photo stuck down. I had lots of layers going on under my photos because of all the flowers I was poking in. So I raised the frame on foam pads, and then that gave me some extra dimension, and it gave me space to add my flowers as well. And then I realised, oh goodness, I've forgotten to add a title. I was planning to do that earlier, and quite often what happens when I make layouts is that I get carried away with the embellishing and then I forget to add a title, and then there's nowhere left to put the title. So I was like, oh no. So anyway, I did manage to get that in. I had envisaged it going at the bottom of the layout, but that no longer worked. So I went for Happy Moments at the top. That Happy Moments title is from the foam stickers, and they have lots of phrases on, and Moments was one of the large phrases, and Happy was from one that says Oh Happy Day, but it worked well for me with Happy Moments. So yeah. Okay, so all my photos, my photo and all my flowers are stuck in place. My title's in place. So now I just need to finish it off with a few embellishments. I really don't need to add too much more to this layout because I've already got quite a busy layout going on because of the gingham background, the frame and the flowers, plus journaling cards too. So there's already quite a lot going on. So just trying to keep things minimal and use things that will add pops of colour and will work well on the layout. So I've added a few label stickers: live, love, laugh, enjoy this life, make the most of today, and one fine day. And then I've added the good life. I'm just adding that right now over on the right hand side. I've added some hearts. Some of them are the foam hearts from the foam stickers, and some are ephemera hearts from the bits and pieces. So I've added those as well. If they're ephemera, then I have raised them on foam pads to give them dimension. If they're foam, they already have that dimension because of the thickness of the foam. Okay, that's me pretty much done. I'm going to write my journaling in and stitch around the outside edge of the layout. I've used just white thread and machine stitching to go around the outside edge of the layout. And I wrote my journaling at the bottom of the photo and then a little bit at the top as well. That was just the place and the date at the top there. And now I'm just going to add some white paint. I've just splattered all over. I covered my photo and then added splatters of white paint all over the areas of embellishment. So obviously don't want any splatters on the actual photo itself, but all around the title and the journaling cards and the flowers. And then I thought it would look lovely to have some black splatters as well. I applied the black splatters with a paintbrush so that they were smaller than the ones from the shaker. Okay, so that is my layout complete. My second layout of the day, my second layout using the Simple Vintage Weathered Garden collection. I hope you liked it, and yeah, thank you so very much for joining me today. Yes, that was Nikki Rowland for Simple Stories using Simple Vintage Weathered Garden.